Oh, yeah, we are back and we are live. Let's go. You're going to get all the pew-pews. It's the PTPOD presents the OG show. Yeah, let's go. I hope you're doing good. We are in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Officially, we are in the holiday season. It's going down, y'all. It's here. Hope you, took advantage of all those Black Friday savings. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. But, we're in it, man. We're in it. We are officially a week past, and we are doing what we got to do to make it work. And I love it, and I hope you love it, too. I hope it's a good holiday season for you. If nothing else, man, I hope you get to enjoy some time off. I'm looking forward to that myself. But we are going to be streaming, so you're not going to be without content. All the content that we do, as you know, 5 days a week. We're going to put it all together for a mega stream. That's right, a marathon for the holidays. So if you're traveling, that kind of thing, the PT Pod channel right here where you are now is where you want to be. And speaking of where you want to be, let's go. Let's go, y'all. I'm excited, and I know you're excited.
But you don't have to take my word for it.
No, you don't. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a man here. He's an author. He's a creator. He's brilliant. He's interesting. I saw him. I connected with him through the epilepsy work that we're doing, and I was like, I got to get this guy on the show. I got to talk to him. I got to get to know more about what he's doing. And I think let's go, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage right now. The new friend of ours, someone who is very interesting and amazing in his own right, and we're going to get to know more about him. Ladies and gentlemen, and I didn't actually get to learn how to pronounce his last name, so he's going to help us with that when he comes to the stage. Give it up for Jason. Oh, let's go.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How do we pronounce your last name, man?
So basically, it's actually in Nigeria. So for Edo. So my last name is Osagie. So it's basically Osagie. So if you have an O, which is OH, then it's soggy. Because right now it's raining. But basically, it is Osagie.
I love it. I love it, man. And I love the sweater, too. The sweater is nice. The sweater even gets pew-pews. That's how awesome that sweater is, my friend.
Hey, thank you, man.
Man, I'm excited to have you here. For those folks that don't know, you're an author, right? So you write books. You've already written one and published it. You've got another one coming out. What else do you do? What other creative, things are you involved in? Athletic stuff? For those that don't know, man, tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah. So what people don't know about me is that I'm an author, but I'm also a singer songwriter, and I'm also a producer as well.
Oh, very cool.
Sometimes I do jiu-jitsu, and which is basically more of my background, because I am a security guard, but I don't do security work in Florida anymore. I now do it in Alabama, which is now in the Panhandle. So I do it around in Gulf Shores, Biloxi, Foley, Orange Beach. So that's basically around like what I do for work full time.
Very cool. And are you located in Florida or Alabama currently? Where do you live?
Well, right now, I live in in like I mean like I would say pretty much in Gulf Shores. The reason why I had to stay away from Tallahassee because of like I mean just I mean I don't know if you heard about the Florida State shooting at the time. But it was around this year. You know, just like I mean just like I think like after that and then like when I got detained, like I said pretty much like that was the last time I was ever going to step around Tallahassee and never step on Tallahassee soil. I mean, like, except for the 10-year high school reunion that I had, because like I kept it out of respect for my Lincoln football for my Lincoln football friends, and I also got to talk with Coach James, Coach McCray, and Coach Crowder, my high school wrestling coach, and Coach Birch as well. So like I just did out of respect. So like, and then like after that, I just packed my stuff, and then I like I was just gone, just literally gone.
Fair enough. So, we don't know that story, right? So that's a new story to us. You you had some issues in you said Tallahassee, is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, like like I had like a lot of issues in Tallahassee. I mean, like I don't know what I don't know what people would understand this, but I mean, like just like I would say, like just like I would say pretty much like when I was doing, I was as a bouncer, I was doing a nightclub, and I did this job for the last 2 years I was there. It was Baja's. I worked there for over a year, so I mean, like I had to break up fights, and I had to to clean all the stuff. So like the balance of life is not easy for a lot of
That's a
people.
very tough gig, man. It's very hey, it's tricky, right? Because you have a job to do, right? And that is to keep people safe, protect the folks who are, needing to be protected, and by the same token, there's people out there that want to hurt you as like a stepping stone to get to other goals and things of that nature. And there's you that have to get in between, danger and safety. You have to put yourself in between those things. That has to be difficult, man. How did you get
Yeah.
into security? What led you to that field of work?
So like what led me to security is that when I was at Florida State, when I was at Florida State, Julian, my homie, Julian Gonzalez at the time told me that like he could help me get a job at Pop Goes and stuff. And with Julian, like he was one of my he was one of my really good friends. Like he was the person that got me into Phi Psi,
Mhm.
and also with another Phi Psi friend named Connor. And like the only reason why I did it is because of them. So so with Julian, he helped me got the job for Potbellies, and like I did it for like the 4th of July, and I remember like on the very first day, on the 4th of July, which was in 2019. So I would say like that's like pre-COVID. Like I'll say like a year before, I think a year after, a year before. Like I may not remember, but I would pretty much say like after the very first day like of work, like I mean like like that's how I got started. And the manager at the time, which was I would say James at the time, like he looked at me and my size, and he got me the job like right away.
Very cool. Very cool. And I know it takes a certain kind of temperament. And by the way, you said pot bellies. What is pot belly?
Pot bellies and paint ladies, like it is a nightclub around in Tallahassee, Florida, which is around like which is between like downtown Tallahassee, which is like I'll say like I'll say just one block north to the FSU Westcott Fountain. So like that's around in Park Avenue. They're on in Park Avenue and College Avenue. and like they have like I believe like a lot of fraternity houses, and like they have like Sigma Alpha Epsilon, Fiji, and they have a brick house. Like they have a brick house like right next to the fraternity cities. I mean, like, just like me growing up in Tallahassee, like I was like immune to like all the college parties I went to, and like
I'm sure
just
they
like
were fun though. Hey, there ain't no party like a college party because a college party don't stop.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. So you got into security, and I know this is a long bridge, right? But how did you go from being a security guy to an author, right? Like that is you know what I mean? Like, and then with music in between. How long have you been doing music for? Is that kind of like your first love? And then you went to writing books and things of that nature, or how did you go from one to the other? I guess would be a good question.
Well, I'll say like like with music, I mean like it was my first love. Like I've been like I've been writing songs since 2007, and like when I first started writing songs, like my like my grandfather Peter actually helped me to write songs and stuff. I mean, like just like he would. I mean, he didn't teach me that much. Like he taught me like more of the basics in songwriting
Right.
because because my grandfather was also a artist in Nigeria. So
Very
I,
cool.
so like I learned a lot like about with my grandfather and stuff. I mean, like my grandfather was always there for me like in middle school and also in elementary school. So like while I learned a lot from him, like like he would always tell me like to like write 4 lines and then like and write 4 lines and then write the other next lines and stuff like that to actually make more sense. I mean, like it's basically more of like storytelling, and like like what my grandfather
With
had taught
music,
me.
I love that. Absolutely, absolutely, I love that, man. That's beautiful. I didn't mean to interrupt. Please continue. Continue. I was just agreeing.
Oh
I
no,
was
you're fine,
co-sided.
man.
I was co-sided. My bad, man.
No, man, you're fine, man. Just like just I mean, like for like for me, like for writing songs, like I've been writing songs for like almost 20 years now. So like it's like this all started like back in like April 2007, and now like we're in December 2025, almost in 2026, which is kind of crazy. So
Oh man.
I'll, like I'll say for almost 2 decades now. So and so like that's how it all got started. And then like with the music stuff in 2011, like I basically started around like my freshman year. I mean, in high school. I mean, like I would joke all around in high school while I continued to do wrestling at the time. Because like I mean, like my freshman year, like I wrestled like the first 2 tournaments when I was at like JV. Like and then like I remember like where Big Gilly which I knew my homie which I knew that but the homie at the time Joshua like I believe he got shot around like in the kidneys or something like that, and then like my high school coach at the time actually moved me up to varsity. So like I only won like 1 match, and then like till like Big Gilly came back, he actually qualified for states at that time, and like that's how like everything started from there.
Sure. Awesome. Awesome. And what did wrestling teach you? The one thing I personally love about wrestling or love is that man, it rewards the toughness and you are just expected to grind. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You are expected to grind and go hard. That's just the deal. And I love that about wrestling. I genuinely do. And tell us some lessons, you might have learned from wrestling.
Man, like so, like the lessons that I've learned. I mean, like I remember like my sophomore year. Like I remember my sophomore year. It was like back in 2012, and man, like I know like I would say like Coach Akir, which he is now coaching for the for the I guess the UF linebackers or something like that. I mean, like I don't know like the head coach, but like I mean like the coach now at UF. But I remember like when I moved up to varsity, like I remember my high school was going to to the state football game. You know, and they won too at the same time. And you know, like for and like at that time, like I remember that year, like, my sophomore year, I qualified for states, and like you know, like my biggest lesson was like you know just like you know my biggest lesson like for my sophomore year, like you know just like no matter no matter no matter how hard the chips, well, will will fall, like you gotta pray to the rain and mud, and you
Right.
know this,
Right.
and you know like after that, just like you know like in my sophomore year with 2012, I was happy that like Lincoln made it to the state football game. I mean,
Oh yeah.
just yeah, just like but like after that, but after that when I got into wrestling, like I had a pretty good record. And I remember my regional tournament, and you know like, and I can tell you that like Coach Craddock can tell you the story, but at the time like I lost one match. I lost one match to in my very first regional round of my sophomore year. Then I won the constellations of like all four people. It was,
Sure.
and you know like that's when I qualified for states for the first time. So you know like I knew I had like some kind of like eager, really good, intense and intensity style that I had, and you know just like I would say pretty much like if I didn't learn anything like back in 2008, I think like life would be probably like a little bit harder. But like I would say for the most part.
Sure, absolutely. And what what caused you to write a book, right? Like what made you decide that, because that's not easy either, right? Much like wrestling or producing music or like you like a lot of hard stuff, and I love that. Let's go, right? But what
Oh yeah,
made you decide to write a book and take that time and effort to do that? Like what brought you to that?
man. Okay, so like what made yeah okay so like what made me wrote a book at the time is that like like I remember like I'll say like in the fall of 2024 at the time, and it was like when I was working at Baja's at the time, and you know like I and you know like you know during that summer I got my security D license, I got my unarmed license and my armed license at the time, and then so like I had to like continue like with working. I would continue with working at the bar and stuff, and then trying to find a ride home and just take an Uber or take a bus to go home, like so I could get my job and stuff. I mean, but the people but the people that did security, and you know, and I did it for the nightclubs. Like just like I mean like I mean I mean like like it was fun, but at the same time, it was just like very, very like stressed, difficult. At that time, like I felt so miserable, and I felt so miserable at the time, and just like, and you know, just like I remember like I remember there were like customers at Baja's would just be running me and stuff like that. Also, like there was this one kid from last year that told me that I'm like you're gonna stay in Tallahassee and all that stuff. I was like, ha 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 ha. Yeah. And I told him to fuck off after that. But
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Good.
yeah,
Good.
yeah, just yeah, just it was just so much commotion that like that like I had to break up like a lot of fights. Also on top of that, I got a job at Bullwinkle's. And you know, just like and, and like you know, like I had to deal with and you know, I had to deal with college women, I had to deal with college kids, and you know like dealing with college kids when you're doing security is like it is the biggest
No fun. It is no fun.
oh man, like it's no fun, just like it's no fun. Like let me tell you a story from ball halls. And this is how like they increased my paycheck of I guess they were paying me like $17, so I guess like $22 an hour at that time. So like there a coworker was told me to hold his leg, so I did, and then like he let go, and then like he punched me in the face. So,
So wait. So there was a guy tripping at the
yes,
bar, and you had to go subdue him, basically.
yes. So like
Okay.
he bumped me in the face. So like so he did it again. I docked him, and then like I had these over unders that I've learned from that I learned from rest of the time, and
Sure.
also with my and also with my jiu-jitsu background. So like I picked him up so hard, like I dropped him like on the concrete floor, and then like just like when he left, I could tell like his whole eyebrow was was completely fucked up. I guess I did
Busted
it.
up.
Yeah, just like and then there was a cop that was telling me like, do you want to press charges on him? And like I said no, and I said no because because like if I did that, that'll be bad business to that'll be bad business to the business that I used to work at, and and it would be bad business to the manager, like who was running the whole thing. So
True.
I don't want to cause any
True.
of that. So
How did you and as you were saying, you were unhappy with that and stuff. So how did you get motivated and inspired to write a book? And then tell us a little bit about what is in the book if we were, gonna buy it. And it is a Christmas season, it makes a great Christmas gift. People need to know that, right? So we want to encourage everyone to check it out, but tell me a little bit more about that, right? So yes, Mary's from Christmas Yoda. I love it.
Hey, always believe in Baby Grogu, the Star Wars character.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. So tell us a little bit about your book, right? So tell us, what was the motivation behind getting started and then going all the way to publishing? Because man, that's very respectful that you were able to do that. Not everybody can do that. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, so like the motivation that got me to write about the book was like, just like I remember that like I had this teaching job and I remember I guess there was this lady from the teacher public administrations in Nashville, Tennessee that had got this job. So, like, and then like when I got the call, I didn't get the job. I was kind of eager I was kind of upset about it. But then like when I got to the Bajas and stuff like that, a few months later after working there, I feel like maybe like that's probably only, I felt that's like, oh man, this is it's gonna be a job and stuff like that. But but then down the road months later, like it was like that job was like completely toxic and all that stuff, and just like, and then like just like I remember at that time, and I remember at that time just like that. I think it was like days before the new year that I had a seizure at the time, and and then after that I got fired from that job, and then I remember just like like there was like there was like a lot of people that had spread rumors about me and stuff like that, saying that like oh, you're gonna stay in college forever and yada yada this yada that. Like, and that was cool, but what they don't understand is that like I was pretty much like the firstborn son of my family with my mom, and just like I don't want to go into the whole lot of details, but just like all I know was like living like through that childhood was like 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 it was good. It was good when it was good, but the majority of my childhood, like it was like pretty bad. So like that I was pretty much more of a introvert during my childhood years, and just like and like like that's how like I got started into like making that's how I started into like listening to like quotes like like Edgar like Edgar Allan Poe and like Edgar Allan Poe, and I watched with wrestling. I watched like a lot of Raven, and I don't know if you heard of the new documentary The Raven Effect, Nevermore. Like I did watch that, and
Yeah.
yeah, just like like I watched the trailer of it, and then like and then like it got me into like motivating like this book because like I remember at the time that like just like it was like in May, it was like before Mother's Day or something like that because like I was already like in the midst of my mind that like I didn't miss my mind. I mean, like that I was ready to move out of Tallahassee because like I was so sick. I was so fed up. Like I was so fed up with that town. Like, I mean, like, just like it felt like that I was a child and I was singing loudly and everything about pretty much most about like pretty much mostly like I guess for nothing. So what I did like before I got my degree, like I told like the manager, I told the manager's son that like, hey man, you're a clown, and I quit. And I quit.
That's fair. Got to do what you got to do, man. You know what I mean? So, absolutely.
And then like just after all that, I mean like when it was Mother's Day, I mean like I got all my stuff like the day before Mother's Day, and like I got an Uber and like I left Tallahassee and I only came back for the junior high school reunion, but after that I never went back, never did. And like the craziest part is that like my own family had to test my own friends to see where I was at. I told them that like I don't live in Tallahassee anymore. I don't know why like they're they're calling me after after what they have done. I mean like just like all I know is like I'm in a better place and I was in at that time because like at that time like I was tapering off my medications because like I remember like when I was at the Tallahassee Neurological Center and like they put me on like with like 3,000 milligrams of Keppra. They put me on like like two like two like 250 like 500 milligrams of topiramate, 40 milligrams of Zeodon. Like, and I felt like just like I felt like just like I just didn't know what to do. Like I felt like my life was pretty much more of an enemy, and I felt like just like, and I told myself.
Let me back up for just a second. When did you start having seizures? Like, when did you realize you had epilepsy or had epileptic symptoms?
So so like when I first started having epileptic seizures, I mean like it was like back in like January 2018, and like before at that time, like I was I mean like I was in college, like dating dating a girl that I knew off of Tinder, and like was the girl at the time I didn't know, like she was in a sorority, but I guess he liked me more. And like I was dating, and I dated her for at least like 4 months and stuff. And then till I find out like she called me a stalker and tried to call a cost on me. Well, basically in reality, like I was with my friends, and then when I saw her, like I immediately went straight to my car, and then like, and when I realized that like my car was at top of my car was at at the McDonald's strip parking lot. And then when I heard that the security guard that told me to call me a stalker, like that actually like lit a fire in me. And so that lit a fire in me. So like that's that's when I actually like, well also like I started writing songs and then writing books after that.
Very
so,
cool.
like,
So this book, the book Where Meaning Goes to Die, right? Is this your first book you've written?
Yeah, well, yeah, like this is the first book that I've written. Like, like there was at the time like when I moved out of Tallahassee, and I moved out of Tallahassee, and like I was at a assisted housing in Sebring. I mean, I stayed there for at least like 19 days. I mean, like the reason why I stayed there because like I had, I mean, because like at that time, like I was going to AA meetings and NA meetings because like I was trying to get my life better. I mean, when I was like, I would say completely like when I was in my early to mid 20s, like my life was just so out of control. I mean, like just like I was doing like a lot of cocaine, a lot of acid, so much LSD at that time. Like, I mean, just like I like my college at Florida State, but it was just so intense.
Sure.
It was
Well, a lot of LSD will make anything real intense, man. That'll make a trip to McDonald's real intense, my brother. Um, so do you feel like you struggled with drug addiction and alcoholism? Or do you feel like that was kind of like those were coping mechanisms and you needed the meetings and the groups to kind of get past using those as, medications, if you
I feel like honestly it was more of like the coping mechanisms that was actually calling me, and like at that time, at the time, like I kind of feel like where I was in this situation, like I felt like that like God was calling me to like was telling me like, hey, like you need to go to the sponsor and all this stuff. And I took it seriously. I took it seriously. Like I had met a AA sponsor named Crock Pot Greg. And, just like I believe like we're still talking to this day. Just like I mean but like he is like gives me like a lot of advice, like being in my 20s. But like I knew completely I was almost turning 30 and it was going to be the end of my 20s, so I realized to myself that like I needed like change my life and that to get better. Like that's how I got my unarmed and my armed license. So i
nice.
mean like so like that's how so like that's why I had to like do a 360 in my life, because like because like, I told myself that like I can't keep going out anymore. I can't keep wasting my money on bars and all this other stuff. I mean, like like no, like sure, I love my friends and everything, but like I realized that like like I didn't know that like I needed more than me. And I remember there was this guy Donnell with that Sebring, and he now stays in Pompano. I mean, like he would reach out to me like at least like I'll say like 2 times a week or something like that. Like he told me that like there was something in me that like that God has instilled in me, and like and I'm not gonna lie, like he was right, honestly, because like because because like I didn't know at the time, but like like that what got me into like writing this book, everything, because like just because of like the 6 years that like I'll say like the 6 years that I've did security here in Tallahassee, and the way I was dealt with like drinking alcohol and all the other stuff. I mean, personally, like I had to just like do something about it. So what I did is that like I what I did is like I learned a lot about my life, and like personally, I was a scapegoat, so I listened to Jay Reed, Dr. Romney, and Jerry Wise,
cool.
and then like like I pulled like their insights to actually like write this book. So like it was more of like it's like it was more of like a like I'll say like more of like fading out my old life and just being into my new life, because like I've learned so much in my 20s that like I'll say like with the medications down with the medications that the pharmacy had gave me, also with the grief that my cousin had died, and also with the music stuff that I did. And like I've done shows like like in Tennessee and in Tennessee and Michigan was the South, and the Northeast and the West, and the Western side of the United States. Like like I felt personally like that's where more of the music I need to do is like to focus more on myself than to be around with the people who are spreading rumors and stuff online.
Oh,
So
hey man, I got folks in Savannah, Georgia, man. If you're looking to work, man, I'll connect you with some folks out there, man. It's Seaport Pro Wrestling, DJ Protocol. You know, they do a lot of like HBCU parties, stuff like that. So DJing, and then the Seaport Pro Wrestling, man, that's my boy Iron Bull Taurus, and they do like pro wrestling, but they also have a gym where they do like MMA and boxing, and they help train kids and stuff like that, man. So yeah, man, I'll at least link you up, man, because while you're not maybe next door, you're in that part of the world, right? So it's not like you're
Right.
in California or anything. They're just on the coast
No,
there in Georgia, man. So yeah.
no.
So and you're big, man. So if you ever want to wrestle, you know, and that's the cool thing, my boy Iron Bull Taurus. Shout out Iron Bull. He also has suffered from seizures in the past, and he owns the wrestling promotion, man. So you know he understands. You're currently on medication as well. Just so you know, I'm on Keppra myself and Vimpat. I take them daily. And you're currently on medication yourself as well. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes. I'm on medication as well. You know, like I'm taking like Keppra. I'm taking Keppra vitamin D6, and you know, like I'm taking like the vitamin D2, which you know, just like I'll say like with the Keppra rates, like well, I mean Keppra, there's like a lot of effects that go into it, and it's like the things that go into Keppra is like really really brutal, and you know like because right now this year I've like been like 3,000 milligrams of Keppra, and then like and you know like and now like this year I'm taking like at least like 1,500 milligrams of Keppra.
So you've been able to taper down.
Yes.
Okay, very cool. And what other than Kemper, what else are you taking?
I'm taking. I mean, like, so I'm like, so like I'm taking Geodon, and I'm taking Geodon, and I'm taking like vitamin D2. But
Oh yeah, we got it. Got to take those vitamins, brother, and omega 3. Omega
oh
3 is extremely important for what we're doing. So I highly
oh
recommend omega 3.
oh yes, I mean like I definitely need to get the omega-3 medicine. I definitely have to.
Yeah, man.
Just
Well, man, you just buy it at the store. You know what I mean? The omega 3 pills,
uh,
the gels, not like the hard pills, but the gels that'll absorb into your system. Man, those are very important, I think, to us. Okay, so if someone had to ask you, say, and you had like one paragraph to kind of explain your book because you wanted people to know what was in there, right? What the motivation was, what they were going to get out of it. What would you say in like one paragraph?
so
No pressure.
man. All right, so like you know, just like the one thing that I would say that was on my paragraph. I mean, because you know, like because you know, there's like there is a lot of stuff that I've written that are really personal and very personal to me and personal on the outside of the town that I grew up in. But
Sure.
like like what I'll say like in one paragraph is that like you know what I'll say in one paragraph is that you know like like you have to find yourself as a man or as a woman. I mean like I don't know who reads my book, but you know just like I mean like this book is basically like pretty much more of finding yourself and learn who your true and learn who your real friends and your true friends are really are
Yeah.
because you know like because like you know just like I had like a lot of friends that turned on me and you know that's fine. I don't really care. It's not my problem. I mean like I just wish them well, but you know just like but like at the
And
end
why
of
do
the
you?
day.
Because I've had that, and I think a lot of people listening may have experienced the same stuff, right? So why do you think that is? Why do you think people are disloyal like that in life? Because I found it doesn't really pay off. I found in the long run, it's much more valuable to be loyal to folks and build good relationships, right? Versus being disloyal for whatever reason. So what do you think? Like just on a personal note, like what is the motivation for that? What do you think people are doing or thinking when they are disloyal or betray a good person like yourself?
Well, I mean, like, just like when people betray one another, just like I think, I mean, like I think the majority of people are doing it for greed, and like, and I think like they, I think they would like to post it more on social media and try to down the other person, and just like, and like like I had a lot happen in Tallahassee, and just like, and I don't want to say about my hometown in Tallahassee because like right now I live in Gulf Shores and stuff like that. Like I personally had to get away because of because of all this stuff. But just like the but like the truth is the truth. Tallahassee, it's not a real city. It's more of a clown show. And the clown show is only going to get worse. But hey, it's not my city though. Like I'm just an outsider of doing what I love, doing what I love, just like I mean, just yeah, I mean, just like just doing nature and writing songs and just playing guitar. And and I guess some people didn't like that. But I guess they're out there for greed. So that's why I kind of personally like stayed away.
Fair enough. What kind of? I gotta ask you. What kind of music do you like to play?
So like, I mean, so like I would say like Midwest emo, alternative rock. I would say like a lot of grunge, and I mean like I don't know if people know this, but like I do screamo as well, but I do screamo as well, but but not as metal as people would say. So just like I do like a lot of grunge and stuff. So because I listen to a lot of Nirvana, Soundgarden, and Linkin Park, like that's and I mean like like I mean those are my top three bands of me listening to them.
I hear you. I hear you. I love all music, but yeah, no man, I'm a STP guy myself. I love some STP. Guns N' Roses, a little bit older era, but I do love all music. I also love a lot of soul and R&B. Absolutely love it. Like old funk like War, Sly and the Family Stone, stuff like that. A lot of the foundational music. Lonnie Jordan, that kind of thing there. I also love reggae, man. Reggae is wonderful. I know reggae's big out where you're at, man. It's a vibrant art form still rolling. Out where I'm at, not as much. So I think it has
Oh
something to
yeah,
do with the
like
closer you are to the ocean, the better reggae music you get, right?
oh yeah, just like oh yeah, just like I would say definitely in Nigeria. I mean like they have a little bit of like reggae, but just like in yeah, but like in Nigeria, like but in Nigeria like they have like some so I mean like they have like Afro beats. So like I would listen to like mostly reggae and Afro beats like from time to time. Like just like I mean just like when I get into a good vibe and stuff like that. So just like but just like right now, like I am kind of missing Nigeria a little bit. But
Fair enough. Is there a place we can go online to hear some of your music? Is like any of that available for us to check out?
yes. So yes. So yeah, so like my mute yes, so like I have a Spotify. I have a Spotify, I have an Apple Music, and and there's some and like you and for the people who are listening, and I mean like you can type in Jordy Hendrix. So you can type in Jordy Hendrix. Just I mean you can type it on Spotify and on Spotify and Apple Music, and I'm also on YouTube. So that's that's one thing, and and for Bandcamp, just I go by my last name, which is Osagie. So I
Is
mean
it on
like
YouTube? What's your YouTube?
Jordy Hendrix. Jordie space Hendrix.
We are looking that up right. Is it Trippy Lab Set? Hold on.
Say it again.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull that up. Is this you?
You forgot the E on the end of the I.
Oh.
You're close.
I tried.
Hey, it's okay. I mean, like, I know a lot of people, but yep, that is me.
Boom. There you are. There's that young man. Subscribed. Let's go. You got some streams. All right, you got some streams, man. I like it, man. You doing some streams, but you ain't done nothing recently, huh?
Nah, I ain't done nothing recently at all. Just like I ain't done nothing recently at all. Just like personally, I mean, you know, personally, I've recorded a song, but like but it's not vocal wise, but like I've made a beat in 2025, and I was there like in in less than 8 months. So I
But man, people need to go. This looks like a good channel, dude. I want to get into it. You know what I mean? Oh, official music video right here. Vitamin full of haters. What? Can we play this? Can we check this one out real fast?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Make sure I dial everything in right. Computer is tripping today. Today's been one of those days, as you know. So we roll through. At least you understand. Man, I was so glad we were like, I produce music and stuff. I'm like, oh, you understand then. Sometimes your studio is just like, no, I'm not working today. You're like, but you were just working yesterday. And you have to go in and reset stuff and do all kinds of fun. So there we go. All right, we got it. And let's go. Ninja!
Women lie about me, baby, I don't know. All these all be lying in the scheming, that's just how it goes. Up in the sky, I've been wanting clothes, they just get it close. White eyes shy, I'll get going, I don't show no flag. Make the Mars, they just tryna take myself, they know I'm the GOAT. Yellow bitch, you wanna take my phone, bitch, I blocked the hoe. Can't keep up, I'm fast, you just do them slow. Ten toes down, growing on me, just look like snow. Pretty little bitch, like Judas, I be Himalayan ludicrous. But that boy need a top down, skate down
Let's
the
fire,
road.
dog. Let's go.
Lewis, that is not a step walk. Speeding is like it's a car walk. Top all that tall like you do. Maybe you need a boo-boo. Come with a blade, it look like One Piece. Going off like Lucy. Break your shit like Brucey. How they gonna say I can't? Why do women lie about me, baby? I don't know. All these all be lying and just scheming, that's just how it goes. Up in the sky, I be wanting glow till they just get explode. But I shine them bitch, I be blowing out of the flesh. You look at my team, that's slow. I don't give a fuck about your boy can die slow. She said, Jordy, take my soul. I came out in the dark like, whoa. You look at my team, that's slow. I don't give a fuck about your boy, you can die. So she said, Jordy, take my soul. I came out in the dark like, whoa. Why do women lie about me, baby? I don't know. All these hoes be lying and just scheming, that's just how it goes. Up in the night, I be wanting closer, they just get exposed. But I shot bitch and I'll keep going, I don't show no flag. Like the more they just tryna take my soul, they know I'm a goat. Yellow bitch, you wanna take my phone, bitch, I fuck the hoe. Can't keep up my fast, girl, to this damn soul. 10 toes down and my feet just numb, it just look like snow.
Yeah. Nice. I love that. That was nice, bro. And you got to get back into it, man. You got to get back into that, man, while you still have time and you're young. I know you don't feel young, but you are still young, my dude. You are very young and you got a lot of talent, man. You got to get back into that, man. Absolutely. So that was really good, man. That was really good. So everybody make sure you go follow his channel. That's Jordy Hendrix. You know what I mean? Make sure, let's see, pop that back up. Bam. Make sure you go follow my man and his channel. We click on that right there. Boom, Jordy Hendrix right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the fire banner. Excuse me, as well. So you posted that you're actually in the process of writing another book right now.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about that one. What's in store? What can we be looking forward to?
Okay, so basically, like the second book I'm writing is called like Antidepressant Aftermath. Like it's basically about me. It's basically about me of like how I got started into into all of these like meds, and like it actually gives it actually gives a tour of like like of like how weed and psych meds actually destroyed my life and destroyed my life with like relationships, and also the partnerships that I had, and also with the partnerships I had in like in Tallahassee, but it never got to happen. So and never got to happen. While I was during my tenure of 10 years, but I am still taking medication to this day. I am still taking it. So
Well, and yeah, that's tricky, right? Because I'm not a fan of medications, but I need them. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And uh, I want to get to a place where I don't, but right now I do. And it's one of those where I just where I'm at, I feel like it's best to just bite the bullet. And while I'm looking for other solutions, take the meds I need to take. Now, I'm lucky enough to only take, seizure meds versus, antidepressants and stuff. They try to put me on that stuff and it is no good. I do take Vimpat, which I know works in that way in a little, in a little bit of a way. Um, so are you on antidepressants too, or mainly just to treat your epilepsy and seizures? Or, what are you on right
so like I used to be on this antidepressant medication on Geodon, on Geodon, and then like like they put me on other like on antipsychotics and antidepressants. I guess what they call is the SSRIs, something like that, which is by the government. So like basically at that time I was on like Abilify, I was on Risperdal, and then I got stuck on Geodon. So like I yeah so like what they put me on, I was basically like around like on 40 milligrams. So like I take 20 milligram in the morning for one day in the morning, and then 20 milligram like one at night. So like and then like I remember I was taking Geodon for like I would say for at least like 7 years at that time. And then like when I took Geodon, like I mean like like it made me feel like completely sad at the time, and I was gaining weight like crazy. But I mean like luckily like I had my homies at the time, which was I would say like Calvin, Eric, and Joe and Stone, and also Tyler and Marissa, and like they were there for me at the time. Just like like I was really grateful I had that support amount system.
now?
Just like yeah, but
7 years, you said. You were on it for 7 years?
yeah. So
Wow. That's a long
yeah,
time, bro.
yeah, just like that's when I told them like that's when I moved and I asked a doctor, just like with Dr. Wendy. So like they gave me like a diagnosis. They told me that like I have like ADD, which like attention deficit disorder. I have like Asperger's and stuff like that. And just like also like and also like they told me that I have epilepsy. I mean, like, but I didn't. I mean, like, but I didn't know which epilepsy at the time. So I took it to a. So I took it to a clinical trial at the time. I did it in a survey and stuff like that. So like, so like the guy had called me at the time, and like they told me I have focal epileptic seizures. So like, so like that's when like I would say like around the week after uh, uh 2 weeks after Mother's Day, like that's when I was off Geodon at that time, because I remember like during that time when I was taking it for 7 years, like over 7 years, like like I was feeling miserable like completely until like until I took it to my own accord, that I just said like And to my reporter, I just said like, and you know, like I just told my family, I just said like, hey, I love you. Got all my stuff, and I just left. And then like after that, like I cut off legitly all of my family. Didn't want to speak to them for so much for so long. You know like I
And
you know
is
like
that because you thought they were part of the problem, or is that because you felt like you had to kind of take your own journey? Maybe a combo of both. What why did you cut them off?
yeah like so like like I never told anyone this story, but just like like basically like they were like part of the problem because like I felt like completely like like just like because like every time when when I say something, they don't understand of like what I'm doing and stuff like that. And just like basically just like and just like when I was doing my own thing, like I feel like that like my mom will pick me up. And then like my mom would actually say all these things that like, oh, you can be called police on me and you're this. And on top of that, like I have African parents as well. So like, I mean just like like with the country I'm from, for Nigeria. So you basically would know I have African parents, so but I mean like so you don't like but like I call it my own family. Like I mean, and like that's why I call it my own family. Like it was hard. I mean like it was hard, but at the same time, like I needed to actually heal from all this stuff that like I was trying like to let go. And at the same time during that year in 2024, like all my family just like kept breathing me in and like kept bringing me in and trying to dial me in until like I realized I when I watched Dr. Romney and Jay Reed, that's when I started to pick the pieces up, and that's when I decided like I mean like I can't say until I say more. Like that's like I mean like just basically with family. So so like that's how like I actually did it from there. Yeah.
So have you made amends, or are you talking to your family again? Do you spend any time? Is it are your mom and dad like alive? Are they still together?
Yeah, they're still alive. Like, yeah, they're still alive. Like, I mean, like I mean, like my dad got his own house. My mom, like, my mom, like, my mom, like, she's still in her own apartment and stuff. I mean, like, just like, I mean, like, like, I'll go there sometimes just to visit for Thanksgiving and for the holidays and stuff. But then, like, I mean, like, but like, there'll be sometimes that like I just won't go to a bar until actually because like I rather just stay home because right now, like I mean, because right now, like I've been over a year, like for not drinking alcohol. So, and
That's great. Yeah, I don't drink either, and I think that's great, man. I encourage that. So you at least you do still spend some time with your family,
yeah,
and have some sort. And it is very important to have a relationship with them, man. I can tell you, parents are just people. They are not perfect. They let us down, and I promise you, the older you get, especially when you have your own kids, you're gonna really understand and value, who they are and what they've done. And more than anything, you're gonna value just the love they had for you and
oh yeah,
understand, they were just messed up people like you trying to raise a kid and do their best a lot of times. Now, I understand there are some, legit things and not great parents out there. But, by the same token, man, I love the fact that you have taken your own journey and then kind of come back around, to kind of be the man you need to be within your family focus, if you will. That makes sense.
oh yeah, just like, oh yeah, just just like I would say like pretty much like it all started like completely like in the summer of 2024. Just like like that was at the time like when I was working at Bauhaus. I mean like these are where I used to work at. Like like I had to like upgrade my life and stuff like that. Oh, and also with the music thing, like I still have music coming up on the way. I still do. I mean, I still have music on the way. It just like right now, but like it's just like right now, I need to actually take some time and I take some time to reground myself and then actually like do some more shadow work. But like, you know, like I am still doing music to this day. I am still doing
Oh,
it.
I love
So
that.
yes, yeah, like, so you know, just like that's like completely like where I had to like improve my own life because like this like I mean like um I remember I was dating this one girl Alyssa. It was for like I mean but it was short lived. But then like when she called me a chore, I mean like she was right. So like that's when I started. I mean, you know, like I didn't cut her off or anything like that. You know, like I'm not like one of these assholes of an ex or whatever they call. I mean, like, you know, like I just like like I just let it motivate me and I just keep going.
Heck yeah, man.
So that's just
But
who I
yeah.
am.
So what's next? So we got, when are you looking to release the new book? And what do you have coming up in the new year that we need to be on the lookout for and be looking out for?
Okay, so like, you know, I'm dropping. Okay, so you know, like I'm dropping this album. You know, like in 2026. It's you know, like you know, like it's called Or. So it's called Or, and you know, just like you know, just just like it's this album, and you know, like I didn't pick this album name, by the way. Just like I was talking to a therapist. Like I was talking to a therapist. Like it was my IOP therapist. And you know, like the one thing she told me that like, you know, like when you keep talking about addiction, like you're gonna make addictions worse. So, you know, like and I took it from there. And then like she just and then like my therapist told me that like why don't you just name the album title Or? So, you know, like and I did that. And you know, and that album's got 6 tracks. Also, I have another book called Antidepressant Aftermath. And like my goal is I plan to write 25 chapters and then publish this and posting the whole thing online, and then you know just like and then post on Gumroad. Hopefully get a hard copy. Hopefully do. I'm praying. I'm praying that it will happen. I'm praying. So and then like yeah like and then and then like you know like and then like you know just like hopefully and then you know just like hopefully um when I get hopefully when I get back, and hopefully, and last but not least, I would say personally, like for me, like I'm planning to get back into wrestling. I'm planning to get back into it because you know because you know like I miss because you know like I miss having like the wrestling lifestyle that I have, and also with me having a jiu-jitsu background, you know, like I mean, like what people don't know is that like I was a white belt, 2 stripes. I competed. I had competed in the tournament, but I
Right?
I mean I competed in a jiu-jitsu tournament, so like I have 2 stripes. But the only reason why I quit, well, I won't say quit, but the only reason why the instructor had kicked me out is because of like you know like I mean I don't know what people say, you know like it's more just like the capillaries that I have inside. It was more of the temporaries that I had completely.
Yeah.
That was building up, and that was when like I was on like 1,000, like well not 1,000 but 2,000 milligrams until the last neurologist that had retired put me on 3,000 milligrams, and you know like that's when I decided personally that like I needed to just like make a plan and you know
Sure.
like it actually just leave Tallahassee because like I knew personally like that town was because
No
I knew
good.
I knew
No
that
good for what you're trying to do. No good.
just like I knew that town wasn't gonna make me be happy. I knew that town was gonna make me miserable. So like I personally had to find my own meaning and stuff like that. And also I mean like and also like what saved me the most is that like I read this book called called Jordan Pearson. It was this book called Maps to Meaning, and you know
Great
like
book. Great book.
oh yeah, just like Oh yeah, great book. Like just like I read that book twice. Like I also read the 12 Rules to Life and the 12 Rules to Life Beyond Order by Jordan Peterson. And like that was at the time when I was staying at my mom's house for I would say like for over 7 years at that time. I mean, like now I stay at my parents' house when I was in my childhood, but it's in 2017 that I moved to an apartment. Then I got kicked out in April and moved back to my mom's house at the time. So but like I learned like a lot, but I learned a whole lot at that time. So
Heck yeah, man. I'm a big fan of Jordan Peterson's stuff myself. His new one, We Who Wrestle with God, is a great book. Not as great as your book, though. Everybody needs to go get your book. It makes a great Christmas present. You can buy it right now. You can send somebody the email that they have a book waiting for them online. Everybody looks at their phone anyway. Who does regular book? I don't even have a regular book to grab. You know what I mean? I got a phone though. You know what I'm saying? So get that digital book, learn a little bit more about Jason. Be ready because next year is going to be fire. 26, he's dropping records. He's dropping more books. He's wrestling. I'm going to try to get you hooked up with my boys in Savannah, Georgia, get you in the ring. I'm talking about getting down there in the spring of next year. So and we can have some fun, brother. We can have some real fun. I'm excited about that. And then tell the people, like you're on Facebook. We know. Are you on Instagram, Twitter? You know what I mean? TikTok. Like, how do the people find you if they want to follow you?
Okay, so okay, so like like if you're trying to follow me, you can go to my Instagram. My Instagram is Jordan Hendricks 285. I mean, 285 is definitely my wrestling weight class, and I wrestled that. I wrestled that when I was in high school after my senior year in distant duels, but that was the time that I wrestled in college as well. So
I was at 165, so that shows you the difference in size, bro.
I was a heavyweight, but I had good wrestling partners. So like shout out to Ricky Carter and my homie Lavonda Warren. I hope my boy doing well in South Florida. So
Heck yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, man. You still talk to your folks out there?
And I mean, like not as much, just like I would say, like compared with work. Just like with work completely in Alabama and stuff. With work in Alabama and also doing like side hustles for Sysmart and stuff because like I've been through prepping, cleaning, and just just cleaning the gas pumps and stuff. But also I just be doing security. So
sure, you stay busy, man. And sounds like you got a lot of stuff going on already, man. And I understand. I lived in LA, I've lived in Hawaii, I've lived in Dallas. So I've lived all over, and I understand, man. It's as long as you got that good. That's why social media can be a good thing. You see that little like, you drop a like, you show that love, man. That's the most important part. So, guys, I want to thank you so much, man. As we end it, I want to give you an opportunity, Jason. What would you like to leave the people with? What do you want them to know?
Man, just like I would say personally, like for me, like just like I mean, just like if you or your loved one are going through something, like just like I mean, like don't wait for them at all. Like, don't ever wait to tell it. Tell it right away. Tell it right now. Because like you only got like one chance to live, and like you only got one chance to live, and because like this is the only one shot that you will ever give in life. Like whether if you're a father or a mother, wherever the reason may be, you gotta give it all. You gotta give it all you got, and and also learn and also learn from your homies as well, man. Because if there was because if there was one time that I would go back in my 20s completely, like especially my college years, I would definitely say that I wish that like I wish I would listen to my homies more, and I would listen. I would listen to my homies more, and I would listen to a lot of people. So just like let's say like personally, like like listen to your homies, listen to your professors, listen to your teachers, and listen to your coaches as well, because just because like I will tell you, like in my early 20s, like do not be like me in my early 20s, because in my early 20s I was more of more the high intense drug fueled. I'll be seasoned like pretty much like like every 2 weekends, and I'll be doing drugs completely. So but now I don't do drugs no more. I'm over 3 years. Haven't drink alcohol now for a year, and like like I still sometimes smoke weed, but because but I need it like just for like like just for my medicine and stuff. But now I don't drink alcohol for a lot of reasons, and and if you have a talent, keep that talent going. Do not stop.
Use it or lose it, as they say. Absolutely. I love that, man. And guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. This has been the PT Pod Presents. You know the OG show. And we're here every single weeknight, Monday through Friday. Same bat time, same bat channel. That's 9 p.m. East, 8 p.m. Central. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night for the Caltrop restream with me and my boy Mike Caltrop. I want to thank you so much, Jason. Everybody go get his book. You can follow him on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, he's there. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a blessing to speak with you, brother. And we will be in touch. We're going to be doing more stuff. Absolutely. If you're down, we're down over here too. So,
hey, I'm down. Hey,
all right.
I'm down, man. And thank you for having me, man. Yeah, I mean,
Let's go. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
oh no, like oh no, man. Like like thank you for having me, man. Just like it's really a blessing, man. And just like I'll say personally, like like this book, I'll say personally, like this book took me like more than like at least 2 months, but I know like the second book, the antidepressant aftermath, is like it's gonna be long, but 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 it won't be too long. I'll say like I'll say like give me at least like February 2026 when that book comes out, and I'm ready. So let's go, man.
Let's go. And I'm excited about the music too. And we'll get more into that next show because you got to come back. We're going to talk more. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been the PT Pod Presents, and we are out.